Welcome everybody. I'm really glad you're here. So today we're going to be talking about how your business can start supporting your life instead of depending on you every hour of the day. How miserable. So most women start businesses because they want freedom. We want freedom of time, we want freedom of impact, and most of us want freedom of income. But as we all know, many entrepreneurs slowly rebuild a schedule where everything works as long as they keep showing up consistently and constantly. And that can feel very tiring. So today I want to show you a different structure, one where you can share your knowledge and that knowledge continues to help people without you repeating yourself all day long. So if your income exists when you're working, your business has a ceiling. We all know this. That means that your effort controls your income. So the goal isn't to work harder, it's to stop tying your income only to your hours. So you already help people. You answer the same questions again and again. That means the good news is that you're not starting from scratch. You're organizing what you already know into a clear path that someone else can follow. And here's a little cheat. Even if you don't already know what you know, thank goodness we have AI today where you can take what you'd like to know and learn more about and ask AI to support you in learning it so that you can teach it. So many people think that in order to do this, you have to have a huge audience in order to make real income. But the reality is you can create true transformation as long as your pricing is high. If you price it, and I won't even say high, I'll say moderate, because nowadays there's a lot of high-end classes and programs and masterminds going for the 10K price point and higher. And if you haven't had the opportunity to jump into one of those, you might want to, just so that you can have that experience. But in general, if your courses and your online programs are priced around the $1,000 price point, you only need 50 clients to reach $50,000 in your business, which is pretty incredible. And so you don't need thousands of followers. You just really need a clear offer that solves a real problem for the right person. So this is the full sequence. We validate the demand, we pre-sell the result, we support people through it, we teach it live, and then we launch it publicly. So this is the sequence that you will typically see once you are preparing to fully put together an online course, an online program, a membership community, etc. You want to make sure that there's a need for the result that you are selling, and then you help people see that and that they need it. And once they're in, they get the experience of hearing and seeing you teach it live first. And then once you have that live, you can reuse that over and over and over again. So those first people that come in, whether they're coming in as beta testers or just kind of coming in to experience it, they've paid you somewhat of a pre-launch price, they're actually getting so much more by coming in early. And so that's typically how that process works. So instead of guessing what people want, we test it. You listen to real problems people already talk about. You create a simple free resource around that problem, and then you offer a small paid opportunity. And then after you are able to run that, that's the moment someone pays and you now have proof. So everything is tested. So you don't disappear for months recording videos. These are common mistakes of aspiring future current course creators, product creators, etc. You describe the outcome clearly, you invite a small founding group, and then you build it with them. So people don't finish information. They finish experiences where they feel supported. So your offer always includes guidance while they go through it, not just content. Even if you get to the place where now you have run your course, your program live several times, or you're offering a service, maybe you are a yoga instructor, maybe you're a naturopathic doctor, you're teaching something on nutrition, etc. You might have many clients, 30, 40 clients who've experienced this one-on-one. Then you now also are starting to bring in this live group experience where now people are live and you're showing it to them in a group format. You want to make sure that even when you do package that up and you get ready to offer it as an online experience that hopefully makes money without you actively delivering it, you still want to be available to offer some guidance, whether that's monthly bonus calls or some kind of in-person something, or there's some other kind of live component maybe once during the segment, just so that people know that you are still there and it's not completely remote. That will typically give people a very good experience when they're in your online programs and products. So you teach it live for the first time, you answer real questions, you adjust the material, you record everything, and by the end, your program now exists. Then you open enrollment publicly, and your first group becomes proof for the next one. So now that you know exactly what to do, this is where most people pause. You sit down to implement, and then suddenly you're unsure again, right? Is this the right audience? You wonder, should I change the price? Nothing moves. Not because you didn't understand, but because every decision is yours to make alone. And so we're here to tell you, from the community at She Heals the World, we see this happen thousands and thousands of times. We teach on so many different things, but businesses rarely stall from lack of effort. So we know we can give you the information, and we know we can even empower you to get it done. But typically, if you're a solopreneur, you're going to stall after this because you are the only person that's carrying every single decision in your business. And when decisions stretch into days and weeks, your momentum disappears. I hope you even stayed this long in the workshop, because sometimes even as a solopreneur, we sit down to do things and then boom, the baby's crying, the phone is ringing, there's something else that needs to happen. The show caught my attention. Instagram is buzzing and notifying me. There's all these other things that grab our attention, and then boom, we're off. And then we wonder why we don't see momentum in our business. Even if you are still delivering services, maybe you're a chiropractor, maybe you're a health coach. So when you're with your clients, you're there and you're tuned in. But when it comes to the business of working on your business, the distractions are real. And so the challenge isn't that you don't have the roadmap. I know that. We know that. It's continuing the roadmap after today. That's the hurdle. And this is why we, as experienced women in business, have created the Inner Circle. We have come together as a community of women who have built 6, 7, 8-figure companies, even ones who are just getting started, to really identify what do people need to build that momentum in this heart-driven space, in this purpose-driven space, where you are a health coach, you care about the results that your clients are getting, you're a nutritionist, you're a massage therapist, you're a spa owner, you're a psychotherapist, you are a wellness provider, you're a naturopathic doctor, you're a chiropractor. We get being in a space where, yes, money is important, but it's not the only thing that drives us. Sometimes the impact can also make us feel a little inconsistent when we don't have that support and that community encouraging us and reminding us why we have sacrificed ourselves, right, to make this amazing, incredible business work and to have a positive impact in the world and make a difference in the world. And so we need other people to support us. So you bring what you're working on, and you get direction right away in the Inner Circle. In the Inner Circle, we have business coaches who are all certified and accredited, and they help you with real decisions in your business. We have masterminds inside happening live. This is not an online course, though you do get an online course as a bonus, but the experience is not an online course. The experience is a live experience where you're grouped with a group of your peers, other women in business, some who are way past the goals that you have set for your business, some who might be right where you are, some who might be just below you. But the goal is that all of you can learn from each other and create this ecosystem of referrals, of support, of community, of momentum alongside each other, and with the guidance and facilitation support of someone who is certified, trained, and also has been where you are, who knows how to ensure you get results. You get accountability, so your plans turn into actions. You get a clear framework showing what your next step should be. And we also To make it all incredibly worth it, we also have added funding opportunities. We have banks and funding partners that we have partnered with to help you get access to business lines of credit and loans and other grant opportunities and funding and investor opportunities, so that even as you are building and you're working on adding more freedom to your business, adding more income to your business, making a bigger impact, you also can strategically learn how to use capital so that you can do those fun things like maybe opening up a retreat center one day. The list goes on. And so all of those resources are there for you. But the biggest change members describe is not just their income increasing, and you can see many of the testimonials of the inner circle on our pages, but it's the relief that they have by being in the community. They stop second guessing every step, and they finally start seeing consistent clients. Whether those clients are inside, I think we may have topped the 1,000 mark, but we have many, many, many women who have said yes, who are in there waiting for you right now. But because technically it's still a baby business because it's below 5 years running just this program, we are discounting it heavily for you because you are still considered a founding member, an early adopter. But I do have to say that that is not going to be available forever. So here's what you'll receive inside the inner circle. First, you get dedicated business coaching. So you're paired with a trained business coach who supports clarity, strategy, and follow through. Second, that bonus online course is full access to Holistic Millionaire, which is a values-aligned framework designed to help you build offers, enroll clients, and grow your income sustainably. And you'll also receive live mastermind sessions for interactive coaching, real-time guidance, plus weekly community and accountability, so progress is expected and encouraged. And you receive business funding and grant resources, which is guidance towards funding opportunities that can support your growth. And I will also say there is something to being in community with other women who have invested in being in that community, right? A lot of times when you are stuck in circles that are free, and I actually don't know of many, I don't know of any free circles that are offering anything similar to this, but if you happen to be in a Facebook group maybe, or some kind of off the track kind of community to get support, a lot of times when folks in there are all in there for free, it's because they're all at the same level. They may not be able to afford investing in business support at that stage. Well, when you're trying to scale and grow and even create more freedom and impact in your brand, you want to be around other people who have the income and the freedom to be able to invest in higher level experiences, because then it matters who you're rubbing shoulders with and who's sending referrals to you and who you're sending referrals to. So I will also say it's just really important. I know there's no question about whether or not investing in your brand and in your business for support is important, but sometimes when folks see like the year-long commitment, you may get a little nervous, like, oh, should I do that right now? Like, this is absolutely what you should do right now, because it is, number one, the best rate, but also number two, you want to be in a circle with women who have that ability to be able to make that investment without thinking twice. So that's really important. So I want you to hear what this has looked like for women inside. Nicole shared that she experienced a $60,000 increase in income. And in the first 10 days, she enrolled 5 clients into her group program. She talked about how the support brought peace, clarity, and momentum to her. Then we have Elsa, who expanded her entire business. And Elsa is in Italy, which it can be a challenging place to build businesses. And she gained clarity in how to present her business, and she described the experience empowering, enriching, and deeply supportive. This is what happens when you stop doing this alone. And so when you sign up, there is no mystery. You get immediate access to the inner circle. Your business coach personally reaches out to you to schedule your onboarding business coaching call, to give you support, to welcome you and orient you into the community. And so in order to not delay this any longer, what you need to do right now is open up the checkout page, register. If you need to click Afterpay, use that, but accept your spot today, because momentum doesn't start when everything feels perfect. It starts when you decide to move. It starts when you decide to move. And so if you already know that you're done building alone, go ahead, sign up for the inner circle, and we will see you inside.